Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is called Steel. We are still in the Gram for our second day of field study and there is still some things left for us to do. We have one more optional quest left, but because we have been having a lot of things going on in the Gram, people are being extremely active in town. So right now they're standing at different places once again, so that means we have to do another round around town to see what's up. So let's get straight to it. Phew, that boat finally left. They sure were a rough bunch, but hey, at least now I can get back to work. Ooh, what are you looking over the lake for? Oh, hey there Cindy, what brings you here? Oh, good day. You wouldn't happen to have seen Toval today, would you? I did, but I'm afraid he's currently out of town, attending to some business. I see. Do you need something from the guild? Well, it's nothing too important. Well, Toval did leave us in charge of the guild for the day. Oh yeah, and we're right here, so just ask if you need anything. That is right, helping others is what the guild does, and that's what we're here for too. Well, Lady Laura, I can't simply ask you to give up your time for my sake, but if you insist, I suppose. I happen to be looking for some luminous grass, you see. Oh? I can't recall ever hearing of such a plant before. I assume it's well known here on the Gram? That's right, it's a rare flower that grows in the surrounding countryside. It has an unusual trait of blooming only on sunny days, and only when the previous day was foggy. That is certainly unusual. I guess that makes today an ideal day to find some then. That is correct. And that's why I made my way to the guild to ask Toval to find some for me, but as you just informed me, he isn't in today. I can't really go out to the highway on my own because of some monsters though, so I'm at a loss as what to do. So, would you be willing to go and gather some for me instead? Of course! We will always be willing to help a maiden in distress. Leave it to us. Really? Ah, thank you so much. I have a pretty good idea as to why you might want it, but allow me to ask. I assume you're planning to make a charm, right? that is correct. A charm? In the Gram, when someone you hold dear embarks on a long journey, it is a tradition to make a charm for them. Then, you give it to that person to take with them, and it's supposed to bring them good luck. Wow, I've never heard of any tradition like that. It is a custom that stretches all the way back to the Middle Ages. It is said to begin when people offered charms to members of the Eisenritter as they left for distant battlefields. Fascinating. Oh, so how does the luminous grass used to make these charms then? Well, the traditional way has you place one of the petals within the charm itself. Because of how the flowers bloom, people believed they had the power to clear away fog. And because of that, the flower came to symbolize victory over chaos. Wow, that's pretty deep. Yeah, that actually sounds like a real cool charm. Have you ever been given one, Laura? I have, actually. Cindy gave me one right before I left for Thors. Saria and Chloe both gave me one too. I keep them in my desk at the academy. When I look at them, it always makes me feel like closer to home. They're some of my most prized treasures. Oh, I'm so pleased to hear you say that. She really does care for Laura, doesn't she? I think we can safely assume so. Back to the luminous grass though. What exactly does it look like? It is the only flower with white petals that grows around here, so they'll be the easiest way to find it. They may be rare, but we should be able to find one if we search Ebel Highway. I've heard they are found more frequently at higher elevations, particularly near steep cliffs and the like. Well, with that much information, we ought to be able to find one. Let's start the search while we still have plenty of daylight. Yeah, time for flower power. Oh, thank you so very much. Good luck. Well, it seems we found another hidden quest. Beautiful, but It may be prudent to just continue our talk through town before heading out to the highway. Because we have no idea where the flower is going to be, and it might take all day, so let's make sure we talk to everyone first. I've been searching everywhere for you two. What have you been doing here? Well, put a suck in it. We're not telling some dumb girl anything. Yeah, we're having a manly adventure, so you better step off. Fine. Just do what you want. I hope some evil spirit comes and snatches you away. Oh, beat it, Chloe. You're gonna ruin our big adventure plans hanging around here. Oh, how about you shut your trap? Girls like you don't get to tell us what to do, alright? After all that time I spent searching for you, I can't believe your attitude. Fine, just do whatever you want. I hope some evil spirit comes and snatches you away. I'm still saying that's gonna happen. I'm thinking that the castle is their new base, and at some point these boys are gonna be going missing. I'm sure of it. Avoid the kill. So that was an orbital limousine, huh? Well, not exactly the kind of car you expect to see roll into town. I'm a bit worried about the effect a heavy vehicle like that might have on the paving stones and bridges. I guess I'll have to go and have a look myself. We can't leave the highway all damaged. The spirit themselves use it too. I imagine they'll be quite upset if we don't take care of it. Well, you can say one thing, he does take his job very seriously. Oh, Nevercraven is by no means an affluent region, but we can all still live rich, fulfilling lives thanks to Aidos and the spirits watching over us. We have no need or desire for anything more. Well, if you have everything you need and a lord that is as great as the Viscount is, yeah, I'm sure you all will be more than fine. Life isn't easy with Chloe, it would seem. Perhaps because she's relatively close in age to Julian and Carno. As a fellow admirer of Lady Laura, I'm rather worried about her. Life isn't easy for Chloe, it would seem. Perhaps? Yeah. Well, the boys surely don't respect her for some reason, but there shouldn't be a reason for them to be so rude. Yeah, it would be better for her if there were a little bit more girls of her age around town. I've asked Chloe to find Carno since he still hasn't come home for lunch. I swear, the boys get naughtier by the year. Raising a boy certainly isn't the faint of heart. Carno refused to listen to a word I say these days. Raising a boy certainly isn't for the faint of heart. It never is, especially one as rambunctious as your boy. I heard that Lord Arcade has left again, this time for Toval accompanying him. I imagine it has something to do with that noble from earlier. However, we'll always place our trust in Lord Arcade, no matter what happens. So please, try not to concern yourself too much. I heard that Lord Arcade left again, this time with Toval accompanying him. I imagine it has something to do with the noble. Yes, it does, and yes, we have faith in the Viscount. Lord Arcade has achieved unparalleled strength through his training, but he makes use for his great strength mainly for the sake of protecting his people. Some may say that status to be all an end and all for ruling lord, but those of us here just don't agree. We couldn't ask for a better man than Lord Arcade. Lord Arcade put his unparalleled strength in protecting his people. Couldn't ask for a better lord. Yeah, he really is an amazing guy. Even if he does calls himself uncouth. Basically when it's concerning his daughter Laura. I tried to get Father Hamilcar to do some work earlier, but he managed to distract me by talking about the noble in town. I bet he doesn't take me seriously because I'm rather new as a sister. Fortunately, everyone here in Legram is deeply religious and always tries to attend Mass. That doesn't change the fact that we have plenty of work piling up. Well, maybe go to the guild and ask them to help you with the extra work. It's what they're there for. I never expected to see Duke Cayenne out here of all people. Victor's got it rough if he was to deal with a guy like that, I swear. Don't you go worrying yourself about it though. Just believe in him and focus on the work you have to do. As we always. Now the question is, we have a hidden request and we've got the official optional quest for fishing on the lake. Which one do we want to do first? Because we both want to do them before we head into the Brazier Guild. I don't think it matters in which order we do them in. I have to think about that. Ha! Hey, what's wrong? Come at me! Ha! Is that all you've got? Well, they made me training, but at the moment it's mainly their talking. I want to say like bath mounting your opponent before a fight. But isn't that normal nowadays? Because I've seen it far more often lately that when you're watching like a boxing match on TV, that they just smack talking everybody just to show off how imposing they are, just that they're gonna beat that fight. I know it's all show, but it's still funny to watch. Eris. Even if the master isn't here, no, the master's many absences are all the more reason we need to support the training hall in his place. I have to purge my mind of distracting thoughts and focus on my training. Did Master Arcee really have to go out on business again? Man, I was hoping he'd be able to come and watch us train. But it sounds like he is as busy as always. I swear, he spends more time away from home than he did. Yeah, but that's the way of a noble lord. He has to take care of everything for his country. And I'm sure with whatever he's doing, that's at the heart of it. Because the fact that he wants to go after the nobles that has refused to join the noble faction, like Cayenne tried to force Lord Arcee, is a really... It shows you a lot about what kind of person he is. Because he wants to make sure that the people that don't want to join are not coerced into it. And maybe together they can form their own alliance for being neutral in this entire situation, like they wanted to be. They don't want to pick side, not the reformists, not the noble faction. It's their mess. They can fix it up themselves. Okay, we have the chef, cleaning, and Klaus. Those bodyguards the Duke had with him were rather strange. They didn't strike me as the kind of soldiers you'd expect to accompany the head of such an influential house. Who knows, maybe they weren't even soldiers. Hey, who knows, maybe they were even Jaegers, cause, let's be honest, they did look kinda special, so they may be hired Jaegers as well. What an odd bunch to pop into town out of nowhere like that. You really can't help but be suspicious of those bodyguards. Hey, now that you're saying it, I'm double suspicious. Who on earth does that Duke think he is? Can you believe his rudeness toward Lord Acid? How dare he? I see Legram's spirit of self-reliance extends right down to the servants. Indeed, that's how it always has been. He may be the head of the 4 great houses, but I answer to no one but Lord Arcee himself. That's why I just can't accept such a rude attitude towards him. That's what you mean, taking pride in your work. And your town. I've been tasked with sending out letters to those who wish to remain neutral in the face of the factional disputes. While things may be becoming rather hectic, do not try to worry. Just keep your chin up and focus on the remainder of your tasks here. Yeah, I think that's good advice. Cause, let's be honest, in their eyes we're just students. Yes, of course, we've been helping all around the continent with things that are happening. pretty high profile things at that. But in the end, we are nothing more than students. And we have to keep that in mind. Maybe after we graduate from Thors, which will maybe somewhere be at the end of Cold Steel 2, because if this is the first year, and Cold Steel 2 will be second years. So after that we might be getting our own unit. Just theorizing, I have absolutely no idea. Maybe then we can be more involved in our contribution to Erebonia. Now well, I think first thing I want to do is want to go down the road and see if we can find the white flowers. And they did give us the hint that they were usually found up high with steep cliff sides. Can you already see it here? There is somebody on the bridge. Then I definitely want to go there. Let's have a look. Hey, it's been a while since I saw you. I shall be the one who catches the most elusive of fish. I wonder what it tastes like. I simply can't wait to find out. I shall be the one who catches the most elusive of fish. Oh, is that gonna be the quest we are doing, well, will be doing for the inn? Just having a little bit of a check if we aren't given an option to fish here. Because if she can fish, I should be able to do so too, right? Okay, I hope that the white flowers will be marked on the map. They don't have to be, but it would make things a lot easier. Ah, there it is. It looks like they are definitely on top. Easy pickings. You know what, let's take care of this monster first here. So we can calmly and peacefully get on them.
Now's our chance! Let's smash them!
Let's smash them, definitely.
Here we go!
Yes, sir!
And who knows, maybe we'll level up one of our master
Very
cores
well.
here.
What?
Really
Here we
useless. Getting hit by such a small fluffy animal.
Yes, sir!
Of course. Hey! We should keep going.
Ooh, linked level 3. We're finally starting to get somewhere. Well, look at that. 1500 points till the next one. With 3 a pop. That's a lot of fights. So yeah, they are expecting you to use the blade games in the train and the bonding events to catch it up a little bit, but getting everyone to level 5, not just between Rean and the others, but on the, with themselves as well. So like Laura and Laura and uses Loris and so on and so on. Yeah, that's almost an impossible task with how many fights that is. Who knows? We'll do our best to get as far as we can. I do think level 5 will probably be the max we can link them with, right? Oh my, what pretty flowers. They look so clean and white. Are these luminous grass? They are. You can still see beads of dew clinging onto them. The sunlight shining through the droplets make the flowers shine. They're so shiny. Here, allow me. Alright, we should take this back to Cindy at once. Right, let's not waste any time. Yeah, cause we just ripped them out of the floor, so the longer we wait, the more decayed they shall become, so yeah, we gotta rush on back. If they die after we handed them over, not our problem anymore. I'm not saying that will happen, I'm just saying we gotta make sure they're as fresh as possible, so that you make the best talisman she ever can. Which, I have a feeling, is gonna be for Laura again, because she already said that she made one for Laura when she went to Thors. I'm thinking she's probably gonna make one again for Laura, which is fine. A bit redundant because he already gave her one, but it's still a nice touch, isn't it? Alright, let's see if we can make her happy. Welcome back, Lady Laura. I see you managed to find some luminous grass. That we did. Here you go. Thank you so much. Now all that's left is to make sure that the petals don't wither away. I see you're wasting no time. You have a special man in mind, don't you? I hope he returns your feelings. Please, don't misunderstand, Lady Laura. I might be making it for a man, but there's no special meaning or underlying feeling there. I'm just doing this as a way to offer my thanks to him. Your thanks? May I ask what it is you're thanking him for? Well, you see, Saria and I were out on the highway not long ago, but somehow we ended up quite a distance from the road lamps. And it was just the two of you out there alone? That seems awfully dangerous. It was. As you might imagine, we were beset by monsters. However, one of the disciples of the Arcade School happens to be passing by and saved us from the predicament. He escorted us back to town, but as soon as we returned, he left for the training hall to resume his practice. So in the end, we really didn't have a chance to thank him properly. Sounds like a pretty cool guy. I like how he departed so gallantly at the end too. True, he was very dashing, but still, I did feel terribly about not being able to thank him for his selfless deed. Soon after, I learned that the disciples of the Arcade School all one day leave Legram to return to their homes. So you decided to make a charm for him. Your heart is in the right place, and your intentions are noble. I'm sure a disciple of the school will be more than happy to receive what we call the charm of promised victory. Yes, that's exactly it. Do you understand now, Laura? I'm deeply grateful to him, but you'll forever be the only one in my heart. Yes, I think I understand what you're saying perfectly. Do you really think she has no feelings for him, though? Not even a little bit? A maiden's heart holds many unnoble secrets. Yes, Emma, we know. Because you've been writing, like I say, loving stories about boys and boys, We've seen you in your lecture club. Definitely. Oh yes, that reminds me. I've yet to properly thank you for this, too. Please, take this. A fairy brooch. Did you make this yourself? I did. It's not the same kind of charm, but I put my heart into making it all the same. I wasn't able to make one for everyone, but I hope it will come in handy on your journey. Oh, this looks pretty cute. Thank you very much. Alright. Thank you very much for the luminous grass. I plan on making the charm with it today. Yes. Yeah, and of course with Emma, I was of course talking about her, let's say, intimate books she writes about boys' love that we know she's been reading and probably writing herself by now as well. And that's a secret in the hearts of the maidens. But for now, we have still one optional quest left, so let's get straight to it. It seemed to be about something with fishing. Oh, maybe we need to go back on the highway and help Annabelle. Maybe she's gonna be in trouble. Oh, hello there, everyone. Have you come along after seeing the request I sent to Toval? That's right. You're in search of some sort of elusive fish, correct? I am. I feel like I should apologize for asking you guys to help me with a personal request, but are you up for it? If you are, you can share the details with you all right now. Let's do it! You're in luck. Our schedule just happens to have an opening. Thank you very much. Just like the request mentioned, I want you guys to seek out a certain elusive fish for me. It's a peculiar variety of salmon, known as the golden salmon. Just like the name says, its body has a golden glow, not unlike the look of Goldia itself. That must be an exquisite fish. It sounds rather garish, honestly, but I have to see it to judge it for myself. Have you ever seen this fish before, Weber? Unfortunately, all I know that are what I've heard from the rumors. Bam, who's usually fishing at the back of the inn, is actually the one who told me about it. Its golden color isn't the only distinctive trait either, he said. He mentioned that its flavor is to die for too. Oh, now you've got my attention. I'm afraid I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in the taste myself. Oh, that's certainly understandable, but after hearing so much about it, I wanted nothing more than to try it. I've been bugging Tofel about it for quite a while now, and now it seems like, thanks to you, I might finally get my chance to try it. Fishing, huh? Well, I guess Braces even takes on jobs like this. If this fish is so elusive though, what are the chances we could even catch one before the day's end? That does seem to be the most obvious issue here. Is it even possible to catch this fish in Lake Ebel? It doesn't seem so, unfortunately. Ben mentioned that he did catch several of them here at one point, but he hasn't found one on the end of his line for several decades now. That doesn't exactly inspire confidence, you know? How would you go about catching it then? And where? Well, I've actually received some promising info from Tofel that put me back on the trail. He claims he's been seeing a golden sparkle in the river along the highway several times now. All the sparkle sightings have been in the different locations though. Well, at least that narrows our search to the river. True, I'll be much easier than trying to search the lake would be. We might be able to find it then. I know it won't be easy, but it'll be pleased as punch if it did catch one. But now that I think of it, do you have the right tools for the job? I sure do. I brought my own rod with me. Will this work? Let's see what you got here. Rean showed his rod to Weber. My word, this is the Lake Lord's Company highest grade fishing rod. The golden salmon is supposedly quite a hefty fish, but catching it should be no issue with this. You must have fishing in your blood if you have a rod like this nice. Thanks. Allow us to make our way then. Yeah, let's go. So does it actually mean that if we didn't fish through the entirety of the story and we didn't level up our fishing ability to the point that we could get the Lake Lord fishing rod? Would it mean that we had a lower chance of succeeding here, or would he give us a rod to use instead? Wonder. But let's talk to the old fisherman. Is he... No, he's at the boxes outside of town, of course. Well, not outside town, outside of the inn. Because I want to see if he has some tips for us in order to catch it. Oh phew, the boat has finally left. This sure was a rough bunch, but hey, at least now I can get back to work. Nope, not even an indicator he knows something. Oh well. If I know we were going to go fishing at the river, I would have picked it up before heading out to pick up the flower, but hey, we can't know what we can't know. The quest alluded to fishing on the lake. It really does, but I will not hold it against the game for being a little bit elusive with a quest that goes about an elusive fish. That shiny golden glow. I simply can't wait to catch it. Well, it seemed like a good spot to fish, but I wasn't expecting someone to be here already. She seems to be an ordinary civilian, and a noble at that. I'm surprised she's strayed this far from town. Should we try talking to her? Yeah, might as well. Excuse me? Could we talk to you for a moment? Who are you? Wait, I recognize you. You're the guy that found my wallet in Keldic. You're the Military Academy student who saved me in my hour of need several months ago. Oh yeah, I think we did meet once before. Oh, so you know her? Yeah, we ran into her while we were out in Keldic on our very first field study. Now I remember. One of our tasks involved delivering a lost wallet to its owner. And it just so happens that the wallet belonged to this lady in front of us. I see. I'm very grateful for what you did for me. Sadly, that wallet has become rather... lighter since you returned it to me. Oh? Might we ask what brings you out here? Well, I would have thought that was obvious. I'm trying to catch my dinner, of course. Some may think of fishing as a leisurely hobby, but I will beg to differ. It's proven to be an essential survival skill. I see. I don't remember her being anything like this last time. So, what inspired you to come this far out of town to fish? You could have just sat on the dock in Nevercraven, right? She could have, yes. Nevercraven is conveniently situated right on the shores of Lake Ebble, after all. Surely it wasn't necessary to brave the dangers of the highway to come out this far, just to fish. Well, that's where you're wrong, I'm afraid. A first-class angler needs a first-class spot. Easy fishing on the shores of a peaceful lake just wouldn't satisfy me. What is with this woman? She certainly is a unique individual. Well, I think she's an angler master. Yes, I'm almost definitely sure about that. Sounds like you're after something special if I had to guess. Indeed I am. I've come here seeking the elusive golden salmon. I heard tales of it from a gentleman in Nevercraven by the name of Bem. But he also informed me that it cannot be found in Lake Ebble, which is what led me to this spot. And sure enough, not long ago, I finally got a glimpse of a golden glimmer beneath the water surface here. A golden glimmer? That sounds a lot like what Toval said he saw too. It looks like we must be the spot then. I should have known that you would be searching for it too. Very well then. Let us compete to see who can catch a golden salmon first. That's not really what I had in mind when we came out here. That aside, we seem to have found our location. True enough. Let's get fishing. Can we do it too?
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
We're gonna fish on the other side? Or beside her? Beside her. I wonder if we had a worse rod, would it just break off if we tried to get it out of the water? Straight away. Of course, come on, come back, come back.
Now that's a catch.
It is. Impossible. You caught a golden salmon before me? How could this be happening? Well, now you're making me feel kind of bad about it. Still, thank you very much for telling us about the golden glimmer you saw. We may not have thought to fish here if not for your guidance. Fair play is a necessary element in any competition, think nothing of it. Besides, I simply paid for the price for underestimating you. It was my fault that I lost. I thought my experiences over the past several months had strengthened me, but it seems I still have room to improve. And improve I shall, until one day I am known across the land as the finest angler in all of Erebonia. Well then, I bid you a good day. Yeah, more power to you. I thought my experiences over the past several months had strengthened me, but I still have room to improve. And improve I shall, until one day I'm known across the land as the finest angler in all of Erebonia. I'm hoping that if we get to the end of Cold Steel 4, we'll find her on the top of the ranking of angling in Erebonia. It would be amazing if it did. Alright, let's fish up the last two as well. Yeah, I wonder if we find more golden fish, she'll be more pissed about it. Like, it's so easy, why didn't you find any more?
Now that's a catch.
Can we have something else that's new? Just to get our points over 1,000? No, I think that's pretty standard fish.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's standard swordtail. Still not bad though. Right, let's head back to town, go to the inn and see what kind of reward we can get for this. It is, of course, the elusive golden fish, and it's so elusive, we got 2. Yeah, he's gonna be so surprised. Maybe we bring 2, then he could give one to Annabelle when she gets back in later. Because come on, I do feel a little bit bad about catching her fish. Did however beat her very thoroughly. Oh, hey there everyone. Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the legendary golden salmon you have there? Well, defying all odds, it actually is. Here you go. Rean handed over the golden salmon to Weber. Oh my, it's so beautiful. I really can't thank you enough. It's even more splendid than in Bem Tall Tales. Now I can see why people liken its appearance to Goldia too. So, when are you gonna cook it for us? Really now. I see you're as curious about its taste as I am. Naturally, I have every intention of sharing the taste of this triumphant catch with all of you. As for how to bring out the finest flavor, river fish tends to be best suited to grilling, so just wait a few minutes while I fire up the grill. I'm kinda looking forward to this now. And to think we got some food from one of our morning tasks too. I feel like we've just been stuffing our faces today. Pretzels and fish. Brilliant combination. And so it was that with forks held high, they all dug in and enjoyed the fruits of their labor. Well then, what do you guys think? Where do we even start? Well, the amount of fat was just perfect, sublime even. Agreed, I would never have imagined it would taste this exquisite. I'm glad to see my earlier skepticism was wholly unwarranted. It's hard to believe that this was just grilled. Yeah, I didn't even think that you could get a fish this tasty. I'm glad you all liked it. Even I was surprised at how delicious it was. It just melts in your mouth. I feel like this is my duty to share it with the rest of town now. Looks like I have to put in another request with Tovel. I'm sure he'd gladly accept it. Yeah, once he hears about how good it is, he'd have to be crazy to turn down the opportunity. You said it. Honestly though, I want to thank you again for all your help. Unfortunately, all I can offer is stock from the store, but please take it. Hey, no worries. I wish you all the best with the rest of your field study. Thank you. Good day then. Yeah, that was a really nice quest. I plan on serving the remaining gold salmon to our new customer. The only question now is whether to grill it or boil it. See, he is gonna give it to Annabelle. That's really sweet. It really is. That even though she might not have catched it on her own, at least she gets to savor the taste. Alright, there's one thing I want to do before we call it a day. And then of course, after this, the next episode, we're gonna continue by reporting all our tasks done for the day at the guild. And then turning it into the afternoon and see what's gonna happen. That was not what I was going for, but thank you for the information. Thank you, beautiful. Now, as always, when we have like a really high amount of ingredients, I usually take it down to 30, just to get some extra pocket cash. And also because these lower items here, they are usually the ones that we do tend to get from the monsters. So keeping the amount a bit low makes it so we can keep on catching as much of the ingredients as we can. It does serve for quite a decent amount of cash as it is. Alright, let's get ready for next time. Alright, back at the guild. Alright, next time we're gonna go into the guild and completely finish off our field day 2. At least the task that we have at the moment. And hopefully the instructions that Toval left us will not be too hard and we can report it ourselves. But that's gonna be next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we report our quest and see what we can do tonight when the sun goes down. I'm hoping maybe we can go on a midnight trip to the castle, but I don't know, we'll have to see on the next episode. Bye bye.